leg, just get the in. My feet are wet.
Train the muscles, not the joints. Right. Up close and personal. Hit the GoPro. Do that. As you can see, I'm driving along the roads here, the logging roads and stuff like that. But I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about a subject that came up with my cameraman yesterday. We were in the gym and we were talking, and he was saying how much he enjoys hack squats and doing different variations of hack squats. And then I was explaining to him why hack squats don't really work for me, but they work for some people. So here's the thing, a hack squat can be a great exercise for some people if the hamstring is activated during the movement. Now, this hamstring activation will largely depend on how long your femur is in comparison to your tibia. So a lot of times people will do hack squats and they're like, oh yeah, man, they feel great on my knees, no problem. And then other people are like, man, it feels like my kneecaps are gonna fall off, right? And that's the case for me. If I do hack squats, because my femur is so long, the shearing force over the toes is so aggressive, it basically kills my kneecaps, right? So that's why I don't really like doing hack squats too much. I like to have a slight bend over when I'm doing a squat or a lunge or anything. And I find that activates the hamstrings very aggressively. And the hamstrings, when they're tight, they actually protect the knee. Some people, when they have a shorter upper leg, the femur, right? So some people, when they have a shorter femur, when they do the hack squat, the hamstring gets activated without the force going directly over the toe. So basically what I'm saying is their tibia, like their shin, is actually only at about 90 degrees, maybe a little bit more than 90 degrees, but not aggressively being bent too much over the toes, right? You don't want to bend the knees over the toes, that's one thing. And the next thing is you want to make sure that those hamstrings are totally active. So yeah, with a shorter femur, your hamstrings get activated a lot more easily in that position of being more straight up and down. And that's the thing you want to bear in mind. If your femur is shorter and your hamstrings are activated, then the hack squat most likely will work for you as a really good exercise. So yeah, I hope this helps you understand that hack squats are not a bad exercise. They're just a bad exercise for some people. And yeah, depending on which category you fit into will depend on whether this is going to be a really useful movement for you in the hack squat. Now, can you use the hack squat if you have a longer femur? Yeah, you can, but it might cause a little bit more knee stress. But one way I got around that was that I would just turn around and I would face the hack squat machine, so there was a little bit more of a bend, right? So I'd actually bend over, I wouldn't stay straight up and down, and therefore the legs or the hamstrings would get activated, and then my knees would feel great, and it would actually be a really good movement for me. So yeah, experiment with that. Sometimes if you face the pad, actually turn around and face the pad, if you have a longer femur, that might be a great way for you to use the hack squat to get some good leg development. So I hope this helps you out with your training. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and take care for now. That bird flying around. Flying around. You're nuts, okay? Your wingspan's not as good as mine, you little f***er, even though you're flying. Okay? Yeah. Look at birds, they're cocky, man, they're cocky! Because they got a big wingspan, eh? They're all cocky about it. What bull?